Well, the medium I chose to express myself was the rapping part of hip hop. You know, hip hop has many elements, and rap is just one part of that element. Um, Growing up, I had a speech impediment, like second grade, third grade, and I was shy. So uh, I didn't really was too confident about speaking and stuff like that. But when I found that I could rap, it kind of like opened up the door for me to finally uh, express my point of view. You know what I mean? And the more I did it, the better I got, and the less speech impediment I had, and the more confident I had. So it was something from day one that once I did it, and the way I felt about it, I got my point across. It was something that I knew I would probably do for the rest of my life. Many ways, many ways. Growing up in the South Bronx, I did everything any South Bronx kid would do. Got in trouble. Um, Actually got arrested, went to jail. But when I got out, I went hard with the hip hop and with my raps, and I've totally changed my life and has seen the world. I don't see anything else that I would have done at that time that would have this outcome. So yeah, it definitely changed my life. Always, always. And I've always felt that way. And if you listen to my music, I've always wanted to give back. I wanted to inspire. I didn't never wanted to mistreat the culture, because for some people it might mean some things, but for me it was liberation. And I know there's many people in the world just like me that probably shy about one thing or another, that once they can express themselves in any type of art form, uh, they basically come to life. You know what I mean? So anytime I represented hip hop, I wanted to represent it in a pure form. I always wanted to give back to it what it gave to me, because I know it's going to inspire someone else down the line and change their life. No, first and foremost, I think you can find pure hip hop anywhere if you look for it. You know what I mean? Uh, when hip hop was quote unquote the golden era or before then, it was still not a popular genre. So you still had to look for it then, even though they had limited outlets. So if they had like Video Music Box, everyone could see Video Music Box. And nowadays they have so many outlets that there's going to be different type of art forms of hip hop that's going to be expressed. But if you look hard enough, you'll still find that original art form on some type of outlet somewhere. So it just got so big that it got watered down. But I think if you search for it, the real hip hop is still there and you can still find it. It's just bigger than the music, it's the culture. The new acts don't feel the same way about hip hop as the originators or the people who love it. You know what I mean? Like, uh, I've been around the world, I've been in many countries, and I don't think I would be communicating with certain people if it wasn't for hip hop. You know what I mean? So the new era though doesn't have that same type of feel. It's just like um, it's more of a me vibe. When the hip hop that I grew up on that I liked was a we vibe. We came together. It's for us. Now it's about individualism, and I think that's gonna hurt on a relationship tip. It's not gonna bring the world closer together as it once did. You know, to interrupt that, it's not just the festival though. It's the vibe of the people who appreciate the same culture. The festival is just a place where we come to meet. Don't get me wrong, it takes a special person to make this type of festival. But that's just the house that it holds. It's the people that make all of this possible. because the way you feel about hip hop is the same way I feel about it. So we have an unspoken language going on. In the new era, it doesn't matter about the festival. It's a bunch of people with their own definition of hip hop. So the communication is not quite the same. That's what I meant to say. Like for an example, there may be an artist like me that see another artist and without knowing him, without meeting him, I never met him before, but I know the music he makes, he feels the same way I do about life, not just hip hop, and it's a connection automatically. Nowadays, you'll have two artists in the same room that won't even speak because it's about me. It's not about us. It's about me. This is like the me era, you know? They don't even know the history. They don't even study other artists or the music enough to even have that type of feeling for this. You know, like you can um you can make a beat on your machine, record it with your camera, upload it from your computer, let it go viral on YouTube, and you become a star. And you haven't met anybody, you haven't studied anything, you don't know where this record came from. It's a little detachment there. The persons of my era, I know, okay, you dug in the crates for that sample because I know this sample right here. You know what I'm saying? I know you had to get turned down by like 4 or 5 labels before you even got on. Like you kind of paid your dues to get somewhere. Now it's like, dude don't even have to leave his living room to be a star. You know? I don't think there's any history or you didn't go through anything to get there, so you don't appreciate it the same way we do. And I'm not talking about everybody. This ain't a knock on new school or whatever. I'm just talking about a feel. You know what I mean? There's new cats that's vibe and love the music the way we do as well. But it's a few of them. To continue what I started, not in a egotistical way. I'm one of the most humble people you're gonna meet. But in 30 years, I've accomplished way more than what I dreamed of. So right now it's just about continuing making the music I make, expanding, meeting new people, and the rest will take care of itself. You know, there's nothing really I'm reaching for at this stage of my career.
And that's a nice position to be in.
Yeah, it is, but it's about perspective. There could be another dude who walked the same walk I walked for 30 years and feel like, oh, I've never went platinum or I'm not this, I'm not that, and look at themselves as they're underachieved. But from the gate, my goal was just to be heard. That's it. I didn't think about selling any records. I didn't think about doing no tours. I just want someone to hear me and know that I'm good at what I do because my reason for it was just my expression. You know what I mean? Everybody has different reasons for it. Now, everyone is doing it for money. I'm not knocking that. This is a business. But me and my crew and what we did, we didn't do this for money. So I think that's a big difference right there in itself. We did it for the art form, actually for the art form, to respect it, treat it right, and get it back from it.